ក៏ដូចជាបងប្អូនដែលជាបាតុករដែលបានមកចូលរួមនៅថ្ងៃទី26ខែកញ្ញាការពិធីបាតុកម្មកន្លងមកនេះនៅថ្ងៃនេះក្រុមការងាររបស់យើងបានបន្តមកកាន់អង្គការសហប្រជាជាតិតែថ្មីម្ដងទៀតដើម្បីជួបជាមួយនឹងមន្ត្រីផ្នែកសិទ្ធិមនុស្សនៃអង្គការសហប្រជាជាតិដើម្បីពំនាំយកមកនៅញត្តិដែលយើងរងដាក់ជូនទៅគេនេះដើម្បីយកមកឲ្យគេដោយផ្ទាល់ដៃញត្តិនេះគឺដោយសារទាមទារទៅដល់មន្ត្រីខាងផ្នែកនៃអង្គការសិទ្ធិមនុស្សពាក់ព័ន្ធទៅនឹងការរំលោភសិទ្ធិមនុស្សយ៉ាងធ្ងន់ធ្ងរនៅកម្ពុជាហើយជាពិសេសយើងជំរុញនិងទាមទារឲ្យអង្គការសហជាតិជួយជំរុញទៅដល់តុលាការព្រំដែនអន្តរជាតិឲ្យពិនិត្យមើលលទ្ធភាពណាមួយដែលអាចជំរុញឲ្យតុលាការបើកការស៊ើបអង្កេតទៅលើពាក្យបណ្ដឹងនានាដែលលោកមេធាវីអន្តរជាតិលោក Richard Rogers ដែលបានដាក់ពាក្យទៅកាន់តុលាការព្រំដែនអន្តរជាតិដូច្នេះសូមបងប្អូនតាមដានជាមួយនឹងខ្ញុំបាទក៏ដូចជាមួយនឹងក្រុមការងារបន្តទៅទៀតបន្ទាប់ពីយើងបានជំនួបថាមានលទ្ធផលយ៉ាងណាបាទសូមអរគុណនិងសូមជម្រាបលាបាទកាន់សូមក្រាបអង្គមព្រះសង្ឃលោកតាលោកយាយលោកគ្រូលោកនាងបងប្អូនយើងទាំងអស់ដែលបានមកចូលរួមបដកម្មកាលពីថ្ងៃទី26ខែកញ្ញាកន្លងមកនេះត្រូវថ្ងៃនេះគណៈប្រតិភូរបស់យើងទើបតែបានជួបនឹងតំណាងឲ្យអង្គការសិទ្ធិមនុស្សនៃអង្គការសហប្រជាជាតិទទួលបន្ទុកផ្នែកសិទ្ធិមនុស្សបានជួបហើយនឹងបានលើកយកញត្តិដែលបងប្អូនបាតុកររបស់យើងទាំងអស់ដែលបានស្រែកទាមទារនោះយកមកឲ្យផ្ញើជូនមកគាត់ហើយរួមផ្សំទៅនឹងរបាយការណ៍រំលោភសិទ្ធិមនុស្សផ្សេងៗជាពិសេសពាក់ព័ន្ធនឹងពាក្យបណ្ដឹងទៅកាន់តុលាការព្រំដែនអន្តរជាតិយើងបានយកមកឲ្យគាត់ហើយអ្វីដែលសំខាន់ពីជំនួបនេះគឺថាគាត់បានផ្ដល់អនុសាសន៍សំខាន់ៗជាច្រើនដើម្បីឲ្យក្រុមការងាររបស់យើងបន្តធ្វើការទៅថ្ងៃខាងមុខទៀតអ្វីដែលសំខាន់នោះគឺថាអង្គការសហប្រជាជាតិដែលទទួលបន្ទុកផ្នែកសិទ្ធិមនុស្សគេបានទទួលស្គាល់ការរំលោភសិទ្ធិមនុស្សនៅកម្ពុជាពិតប្រាកដមែនដូច្នេះកិច្ចការនេះយើងមានភារកិច្ចបន្តទៅមុខទៀតគឺបន្ទាប់ពីនេះយើងនឹងធ្វើការជំនួបដាក់ពាក្យស្នើសុំជួបជាមួយនឹងបណ្ដាប្រទេសដែលជាមហាអំណាចទាំង5នៅអង្គការសហប្រជាជាតិជាពិសេសពាក់ព័ន្ធទៅនឹងប្រទេសដែលជាសមាជិកនៃហត្ថលេខីនៃកិច្ចព្រមព្រៀងទីក្រុងប៉ារីសថ្ងៃទី23ខែតុលាឆ្នាំ1991ក្រុមការងាររបស់យើងនឹងបន្តជួបជាមួយនឹងមន្ត្រីសំខាន់ៗផ្សេងទៀតជាពិសេសប្រទេសមហាអំណាចគឺរបស់សហរដ្ឋអាមេរិករួមទាំងមានសភា Congress ហើយនិងអ្នកនយោបាយផ្សេងៗដូច្នេះសូមបដិគុណលោកតាលោកយាយលោកគ្រូបងប្អូនទាំងអស់បងប្អូនទាំងអស់សូមបន្តតាមដានជាមួយនឹងក្រុមការងាររបស់យើងហើយជាពិសេសសូមបន្តជួយគ្រប់គ្រងទៅដល់កិច្ចខិតខំប្រឹងប្រែងរបស់យើងនេះដើម្បីឲ្យពិភពលោកដឹងការពិតនៅកម្ពុជាជាគឺការរំលោភសិទ្ធិមនុស្សយ៉ាងធ្ងន់ធ្ងរដោយសាររដ្ឋអំណាចរបស់លោកហ៊ុនសែនបាទសូមជម្រាបសួរនឹងជំរាបវាសនាខ្សែព័ត៌មាននេះពីUN headquarters នៅ New York City ចាប់ពីនេះទៅយើងសូមនិយាយអង់គ្លេសដើម្បីឲ្យបងប្អូនយើងខ្មែរអាមេរិកឲ្យចេះយល់រឿងសិទ្ធិមនុស្សយើងដែលយើងទៅនាំគ្នាប្រកួតគ្នាជាមួយ UN so now I'm speaking English it's a little bit better but I really am using the role with the United Flag Foundation working with people touch of the Cambodian American Alliance and one Chimir. And we're here today at the United Nations headquarters down in New York City visiting the office of the High Commissioner for the Human Rights, and our meeting today that we've held was to discuss the human rights issues that plague Cambodia as it stands, and to really
see how they can help us, assist us in really promoting this and maybe getting other countries involved to end the human rights abuse that's been happening in Cambodia for the last 35 years. So the meeting was very productive. Again, we met with the representative of the High Commissioner for the Human Rights, and without going too far, without going into much detail about what the plans are, I can definitely tell you we walked out of here today. We're going to be walking out of here today with a very much better plan and really a better idea on how to approach the situation and really help our home country in Cambodia. So expect a lot more work to be done. It's going to be a long road, but what we're going to be doing for the next, forever, how long it takes, it's going to be very impactful, and it's going to help our home country and really solve the issues of human rights violations and make sure that we guarantee, if not ensure, real democracy in Cambodia. I really want to thank you for listening, and hopefully I'll see you around the country. We want to make an appeal to a lot of our other Cambodian Americans, or you know what, let me rephrase that. We make an appeal to a lot of those around the world who really value the rights of humanity, human rights. And we make an appeal to everybody. You don't have to be Cambodian, you don't have to be American, you can be from anywhere else around the world. If you really care about the living, if you really care about fundamental rights of anyone as a human being, and you really want to support the cause of Cambodia, please write in your individual countries, especially in America, write to your legislators, write to your congressmen, write to your U.S. senators. Tell them a story, tell them your story, tell them your parents' story, if that's the case, if you came here at a very young age. Let them know the trials and tribulations you went through after the killing fields, during the killing fields, and let them know that things hasn't changed much. They probably might have even gotten worse. Let them know your story, make it personal, and appeal to them to help, because America does have an interest in Cambodia. France does have an interest in Cambodia. Australia has an interest in Cambodia. South Korea has an interest in Cambodia. A lot of these countries does have an interest in Cambodia, and the countries that I named are countries with a lot of Cambodian citizens. A lot of Cambodian residents live in that country. So really reach out to your local government, reach out to your state, country's legislators, and get engaged and make that difference, make that contact, let them know how important the Cambodian people is to their community, so they can know how important that your home country is to you. And that's my appeal, is to really get involved, because we cannot do this without your participation.
Of the United Nations headquarters for one reason: Prime Minister Hun Sen and the Cambodian government. People, listen. Hun Sen has been in power for over 30 years.
Yes. Hun Sen must go. 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 Hun Sen must go.
Under Hun Sen's regime, we are suffering no differently than what we had during the Khmer Rouge. Only this time, it is a silent death. We must not forget that the Cambodian people did not even choose him to be our leader. The Vietnamese government did. Ever since then, Hun Sen has followed the orders that Hanoi has given him each and every day. If that means nothing to you at all, then consider this. Hun Sen has more than violated the basic rights protected by the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. This iconic document was adopted by the United Nations General Assembly 3 years after World War II, the Holocaust. This document was signed back in 1948. People, this was 67 years ago. Back then they thought, oh, it's the 20th century. None of the atrocities that happened to the Jews and other victims that they suffered through, none of that would happen today. But guess what? It did. That is why that they created that document. Now look at where we are today. It is now the 21st century. Why are we still suffering?
Why? Hun Sen hear us! Hun Sen get go!
Hun Sen get go!
Hun Sen get go!
We too are human. We too have arms, legs, a nose, a mouth, eyes, a brain, and a heart. Yet why are we treated differently? Why must they treat us as if they can kill us whenever they please? They can torture and torment our families and friends whenever they want to. They can scare the innocent civilians however they want to. And how can they kick people out of their homes, their home country, their motherland?
Right. Hun Sen. Mass. Respect. Human rights. Hun Sen. Mass. Respect. Human rights. Hun Sen. Mass. Respect. Human rights. Hun Sen. Mass. Go. Hun Sen. Mass. Go. We need justice. We need freedom. We need democracy in Cambodia.